Grandma DC here. My hair's wet. Oh look, the airplanes are going over. Just as I started recording, of course. I have to tell you that I've been on the carnivore diet now for 4 weeks and 3 days. And I had the most fun I have had in years, probably. Last night, Debbie O, my old boss, came to visit me. And we had a girls' night out. I'm telling you, she called her husband and she was like, I don't know when I'll be home. Bye-bye. He was cool with it. And, oh my goodness. You know, it's just one of those nights where you just talk and talk and talk until you think your head's going to fall off because you haven't communicated with a human being in months. Something other than children. Yeah, you know. And we had so much fun. So, I think I've talked her into trying the carnivore diet for 2 weeks only. She just wanted to give up her veggies, and I said, that's fine. But she's kind of stuck, and her cortisol's off the chart, I'm sure, and she's stressed out because that job I left, we've discussed the stress. Taking care of mentally challenged people is unbelievable. I don't know how she's still doing it. I'm sorry. I could not throw myself on the cross for that one. I was like, I gotta save myself. That's just 12 years of it. Enough. And, you know, if you were appreciated by your staff and your bosses and one thing and another, you know, yeah, I'd throw myself on a cross for it, but they didn't care. So it was like, and the pay was ridiculously low. And it's like, okay, out, I'm out. That's what I told, I'm out of here. Forget it. So call me selfish. Alright, so we're going to talk about the carnivore diet today and how it has helped me mentally, physically. The changes after a month have been pretty amazing. And I'm 60 years old, so let's just put this in perspective. But right now I want to show you what I'm having to eat today. It's in my window of 1 to 7. So let me show you. I have cooked up some sausages and some meatballs, which I have added extra fat to. I had to cut the film. Angus decided to drink, and he sounds like a camel at the Oasis. Okay, so am I going to eat all of that? Oh, heck no. Wow, that's a funny thing to think. As a matter of fact, while I was cooking, I had a piece of cheese, I had an egg yolk, a hard-boiled egg yolk, and I'm so full right now. You know, just from a slice of cheese and an egg yolk. I don't even really want to eat that. I'll probably just bag it up, put it in some containers, put it in the refrigerator, and if I feel like eating before 7 o'clock tonight, I'll eat it. I know. The problem I've got with this diet is getting in enough calories to get me through from 7 to 1 a.m. the next day. Now yesterday, that being said, Debbie and I went shopping at Newman's. This is a little grocery store. It's kind of high priced, but it's a hometown grocery store, so I like frequenting it. And that's the one that has the butcher that doesn't know how to slice jerky, if you watched one of my shows. Poor David. I need to find a new butcher. But we went down there specifically because she wanted some of their homemade brats, which are amazing. And while we were down there, she found a gigantic roast, and I was like, yeah, get that. You can have roast. She's going to divide it up. She's going to do part of the roast for her husband. So, you know, with the carrots and the potatoes and all the starches and carbohydrates. Then she's going to do just the meat for herself. And I said, you know, 2 weeks, Deb, you can do this and we'll see what happens. But here's the thing. There's the scud. He's probably got another kitten cornered. I just caught another kitten today. The dog's had it cornered. Hang on, let me go save the cat. Okay. Where were we? Yes, we had a little black kitty cornered. Yes. So I put it in with all the others that Jennifer's going to come pick up today. For those of you wondering, Jennifer's going to find homes. I did catch a mama cat, as I have previously said. And you can donate to my homepage, to my PayPal account. We're going to have a spay and neuter fund. I'm going to get her spayed. We could probably maybe find homes for the kittens. They can't be spayed or neutered until they're at least 5 months old. So, but the mama cat, I caught her. And yeah, She bit through my finger. But what's funny now, one day in the cage, I reached in and petted her and she didn't hiss at me anymore. Cats tame down very quickly once confined. And she's nursing the babies and they're all having a great time. So I need a bigger cat cage. That's the only thing. I may have to order one off of Amazon, but they're like 150 bucks. So, all right, carnivore diet. What were we talking about? Let's see. What was it, Scuddy? Scud says, I like the carnivore diet. I eat meat. I eat kitties and bunnies and chickens. Not all the time though, right? Yes. I've been watching a lot of doctors' videos. And, mitochondria and DNA and studies and all of this. And that we've been lied to, about the high carb, vegetarian lifestyle. And as you know, I am, disclaimer, I am not an expert in any way, shape, or form. I am a human being, okay? And you can comment below about how wrong I am. That's fine. I know that my grandchild, my oldest one, is a proponent of low fat, high carb. She's very thin. So is her mother, who's a vegetarian. I raised a vegetarian from the time she was 12. And she's in her 30s now, still vegetarian. And she's very thin. My husband was thin and ate a lot of carbohydrates. My son and I, however, look like this. And we grew up with all these high carb, low fat people. So I'm just going to tell you my experience with weight and dieting and stuff. I was a small fat child. We're not going to start that far back, but it's true. Started my menses when I was 9 years old and went until I was 57. Just thank you. That was how many years of that? That was awful. I'm so glad to be over it now. I am post-menopausal. Part of why I'm crazy. So I'm 60 years old and this is my experience. I graduated in 1977, the year that they came out with the dietary guidelines, which were high carb, low fat. And then there was, how many of you remember this? Here's a flash. Susan Powder. Where are you, Susan? I want to kick you. She didn't know any better. She was following the guidelines. High carb, low fat. You can eat a truckload of popcorn as long as you don't put salt and butter on it. And boy did I. I ate a lot of popcorn. I love that stuff. Gained weight like mad. In the early 2000s, after I had tried the Stillman's Water Diet, Weight Watchers, weight support groups, this all culminated down into raw vegan, what else have I tried? I've done them all. Stillman's, I already said Stillman's. That's my probably most radical. The starvation, calorie counting, of course. 1,000 calories a day, I can remember when I was very, very young, we'd sit down to eat, and my mother put like a little quarter dried up hamburger on a plate with a quarter cup of cottage cheese. That was my meal. Everybody else was eating real food, So, and a salad, a big salad, which I hate salad to this day. So, I've done a lot. And nothing has ever worked. I even had a gastric bypass, for those of you who are new to my channel. And it worked for about 4 years. And then the weight slowly started coming back on. In the early 2000s, after my husband died, and he died in 2000, I decided, my son was 11 or 12 at the time, that I was going to go on the Atkins diet. And we did that for 2 years, and he lost 40 pounds. I lost about 130. And I kept it off a year until, like I said, all the hysteria and panic about I only have one kidney. You're going to have renal failure. You've got to protect your one kidney. You're going to die. Your bones are going to dissolve. You're not getting enough calcium, And it scared me. So, just this coming from people. So I quit it. Then I was, studying and I kept saying to myself, I should have gone into science. all my life. Why? Why? Why are all my friends thin, and why, no matter, even I eat less and I eat, you know, it's your fault, your fault. You don't exercise enough. You eat the wrong things, you know. Heard that a lot from my mom. Hello, mother. You eat too fast. You don't eat slow enough. You eat too big of bites. I mean, you know, the diet advice ensues. I was at a buffet once, and this woman walked up to me, and I had just put, I think, a dinner roll on my plate and something else, and she says, "You're not going to eat all that, are you?" I had a checker one time in a grocery store, and I finally got the nerve up. I never ate candy bars or anything like that, and one day I just needed a candy bar. I really wanted it. I was probably in my early 30s, and I bought a candy bar, and this woman held it up and she goes, "You're going to eat that, really? Do you need this?" Oh my God. So, you know, this has just been my whole life. And I kept saying, why? Why? At what DNA cellular level causes some people to be fat and some to be thin? And the thin people are all self-righteous. I watch my intake of calories. I eat low fat. I do this. I exercise. You know, I am an angel. You're the devil. You're doing everything wrong. And it's like, okay, you know, so by the time I got into my late 40s and I got widowed and everything, I was like, that's right, I am Satan on earth. I can't diet to save my soul. I do everything wrong. And I started looking at more scientific things. Now, I'm not a scientist, but then we've come up now with the mitochondria, the cells, the insulin, and all this study is finally going on, and I'm like, oh, thank heavens, you know, so people behind me don't have to suffer so much, because it's too late for me. But it is nice to see all these studies that were done by, like, Ansel Keys. Dun 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 dun. Oh, evil incarnate. Oh, that man. Could we go back in time, get him and Hitler? But you can look up that name if you want. I said, you know, I've got to go on my own. What has worked for me? Okay. Now, the gastric bypass was pure starvation. You couldn't eat more than a tablespoon of food for a year, you know, or two. That's what that was. And it was very, very frustrating. I breezed through the surgery. I only lost 1.5 pounds a week at the most. I mean, maybe 5 pounds a month. It wasn't very fast, which was really disappointing. I expected to wake up thin. You know, I mean, just kind of people. There are people out there that go, I lost 50 pounds in the first month. And it's like, where's my 50 pounds lost? I lost 5. You know, crazy, crazy. That makes sense, right? But we don't have any doctors in mid-Missouri who give a rat's patootie, so, you know, they just said, oh, it's good you're losing slow. It's good you're losing slow. You must be eating too much. And I was like, yeah, that tablespoon of applesauce yesterday was delicious. So that's what I was doing. Like, a tablespoon of applesauce here, there, you know, anything you could get down. It was miserable. I really did not like it. So, I went and found keto. And as you know, my first channel was Keto Insanity. And I was really enjoying keto. And I got Debbie on it, and we were both feeling better. Everything was going well. I lost about 25, 30 pounds. I can't remember. I'd have to go back. But it wasn't all that much. And then I plateaued. Plateaus are always depressing. Oh my gosh. You know, you plateau and it's like, okay, you know, a week, I'll weigh in a week. A week, you've gained 1 pound, up or down, you know. But you're right there. You can't lose it. It won't budge. Everyone said cut down on the meat and cut down on the cheese and eat more salads. I tried, and it didn't budge. It was worse. And then someone came up with the Carnivore Diet. And I thought, why not? I'm desperate. Because I'd gotten back up to 300 pounds. Now, for those of you who don't have a tendency to gain weight or get that big, let me enlighten you, okay? We're going to enlighten you to the reality of being that overweight. And I have been as high as 360 before. So let's talk. Let's talk. Can we talk? Okay. There comes a point in your weight where you can't lift your leg You can't see your hoo-ha. That's really disappointing. And you can't bend over, you can't get up. If you get down on the ground, you're like a turtle on its back. The pain in your joints, your knees, your hips, your ankles is unbelievable. Every step you take is an agony. And for me, it got into my hip. You know, I was at the point again where I would walk out the door to go feed the animals, and you can listen to some of my videos and hear me. It's horrible. You know, I tried not to breathe in my videos, but you know what? The camera will not pick up my voice. But boy golly, you go, and the camera's like, yep, got that. Pick that up. Oh, thanks a lot, camera. All right? So it becomes as if you are cocooned. I think Richard Simmons once described this as being stuck in mud. I thought this was a great analogy. For those of you who don't remember, I love you, Richard. All that exercise in the world is not going to help Sweetie Pie. And he once sent me a free deal a meal. I wished I still had that thing. It'd probably be a collector's item. And I actually lost weight on the deal a meal. But, you know, it just came right back, and I didn't lose that much. Love you, Richard. Hope he's still alive. I don't know, is he? Is he still alive? So, he said you would be like climbing into mud. And the deeper you go, the slower you go, and the slower you go, the deeper you go, and the deeper you go, the slower you go, and the harder it is to climb back out. You're in mud up to here. You can't hardly move. Just waking up is difficult. Getting out of bed is difficult. You become trapped in your own body. And for me, that's a really scary thing. I think a lot of times you see these 600-pound people or better who are laying in their beds totally smothered in their own skin. And there's always a human being feeding them. I always said, you know, I will never become a 600-pound bed-bound human being because no one in my family nor any of my friends is going to come feed me. They're going to say, you know what, you can just lay there and starve until you get thin enough to stand up and go get your own food. Tough titty. Oh, thank you guys. I love you. What a favor you do me. So, I am like, all right, you know, I'm analyzing all of this information. I mean, it's a lot, kids. It's a lot of information on dieting. And my granddaughter argued with me about how, you know, the vegetarian way was better, and she can cite all of these YouTube channels and everything. And I said, yeah, you're willing to listen to something on the Carnivore Diet, a TED Talk, something about actual peer-reviewed, what actually, and she's like, no, because I have peer-reviewed actual facts. Yeah, not so much, Ben. Not so much, okay? I think we've been lied to. Now, that being said, it will work for some of you if you have that type of DNA. I had only had success on well, my dog is after a cat again. I had only had success on the Atkins diet. Real success, like large weight loss, felt better. So I went from keto to carnivore, because that was like the next step. Keto works, but it doesn't work for me. I guess I'm extremely, I don't know, insulin something or other, because I've been dieting all my life so hard. And this has gone back to working again. It's working as well, if not better, than the Atkins diet. I think on the Atkins diet, I may have been consuming some carbohydrates, and maybe I didn't know I was, because back then we just didn't know a lot. And this time I'm trying to go zero carbs, or as close to as, although I think there's carbohydrates in the air. Seriously, I'm like, yeah, boop, gained a pound. Yeah. So yeah, just eating the meat a little. I've kind of gone low on the cheese, only because dairy doesn't do my body good so much. But I love it. And if I'm in a hurry, it's a piece of cheese. Or a piece of Braunschweiger to get my liver in. And I need to make liver. That's one of the things I need to do. I need to do it like once a week for all the vitamins and minerals and everything. I do take supplements, you're wondering. I do fish oil, calcium, magnesium, potassium, just to make sure I get them. I am doing a gallbladder support because of all the fat, and I don't have a gallbladder. So I have taken Dr. Berg's gallbladder support, but I think anyone would work. And I take that when I eat. And what else? You know, so trying to keep it healthy as much as I can. I don't want to, you know, lose anything. I said, well, what about vitamin C? And well, we all know that if you don't eat carbs, you don't need that much vitamin C. And if you eat liver and stuff, there's a lot of vitamin C in that. So I'm just saying, this is my experience. And this is what's happening with me. Just saw Mama, old Mama cat, Grandma cat. She's got one kitten left. I caught the one. So she's got, but I now realize this diet, this carnivore diet, has sort of opened up my senses. Some people call it mental clarity. At 60 years old, you ain't getting mental clarity. You're done over that. It's never coming back. I mean, that's my opinion. I'll never have mental clarity. There's gonna be no Zen. Oh, I finally found Nirvana. No, ain't gonna happen. But I do feel so much better, so much more positive, so much more. And a lot of it's to do with Jennifer getting my house cleaned up and my yard mowed and helping me. It's just that bit of help, you know, has really helped mentally. So is there a correlation? Yeah. Causation? Who knows? You know. But I am saying that I have lost 20 pounds. I know in my photos it didn't look like I lost anything. And that's the way my body is. It takes about 60 pounds before it shows on me. My clothes don't even change size for 60 pounds. Where's all the fat? It's on the inside, stuck to my organs and killing me. I don't know. But I've always been just super chunk, heavy, heavy, heavy. Which, you know, is comforting when a tornado's coming. I just put on my ruby red slippers and stand still. I'm like, it can't lift me. I'll be here when it's past. But so far I've been lucky. I've been able to keep the ruby red slippers in the bathroom under the sink. Just in case. Alright guys. The chickens are out eating grass and enjoying this beautiful day. We've had a nice little shower of rain. I don't know if we're going to get another one, but it watered the garden and everything for me. I caught the black rabbit. Well, I didn't, Scud did. But she's alive and she's hopping around in her pen. I'll show you here at the end if you'd like. Otherwise, I love you all. I want to thank everyone for listening along with me and watching this journey. I hope that if there's some of you out there who are like me, that maybe you can glean some, I don't want to say wisdom, because good heavens knows I'm not Confucius. You know, just glean some maybe encouragement, or hey, there's hope. Maybe if I could do this, I could lose this weight and get out of this, you know, body that I'm trapped in. Or just start feeling a whole lot better. That's my hope for me, for you, for everybody. Thank you for donating to my homepage and my PayPal, which has helped me get the plumbing back in my house. It hopefully will help me get these animals all spayed. We'll get things more under control. The more I get my life under control, the more I get my weight under control, the better things are. It's a slow process, guys, though. It just doesn't happen overnight. And I'm grateful for every day that I take a half a step forward and I make it through another day. And I'm sharing that with you. So, like, share, and subscribe. Keep up with the insanity. And if you would like to donate to my homepage, my PayPal account, it's on my front page, my homepage. And I do appreciate that so much. And every penny helps. We're going to let you go. I love you all. If you want to watch some of the animal footage, I'll show you the kitties, the rabbits, the chickens at the end here. Bye-bye. Are you starving? Hi, bud. Say hello to Debbie. Debbie says you're her new husband. I said, you know what? You're just like a man. You fart, you burp, you eat, you're smelly. That's right. And you don't do housework. That's right. You my big lover. I love you. There's my other husband. Yes, I'm a polygamist. Betsy? Oh, I never pay attention to me. I'm just old. Never mind. Leave me alone, Mama. Don't point that thing at me. I don't like it. What do you think, Betsy? You think it's going to go off? I don't know. I don't care. I just don't like it. Okay. Well, let's go look at the rabbits and chickens then. All right, go do that. Come. Here they come. The paparazzi. Yeah, guys. How my girls? What, y'all ran up and ran under the deck? Why did you do that? I'm talking to Mama. Yeah, it's shady under there. I'd go under there too if I could fit. Horace and Dolores, my oldest Sarama hen and rooster. What are you doing following me? Huh? I noticed Helen's out here. Her back wasn't looking too good. We put some more medicine on it. Here's the most exciting thing. Can you see what the chickens did? My Sarama chickens have hatched a baby. Well, actually, babies. Oh, looky there. You are a heck of a mama. You have hatched your own babies. Look at you. I think they've all hatched that are going to hatch, so we're probably going to have to get rid of some eggs. Hi, kitties. How cute. All right, Mama. I'll leave you alone. It's so precious. Look at this one. How cute. I don't know if they're going to survive. We'll see. I got some eggs that have not hatched. Way to go, Sarama Mamas. They did that on their own. I just let them. I said, we'll see if they want to contribute to their flock. There she is. Hecate. You dug your way out twice. Look, you're just sitting there laughing at Scud. Yeah, be afraid. Be very afraid. He's a bad dog and he wants to eat you, and I have saved you twice from him. She now has a pierced ear. Hey, Snowballs. How's it going, honey? You a good girl? Snowball's like, I'll just come over here. Oh, you're gonna get in the bowl with Heck. You two are just cute. You two. Too cute. Scudner? Alright, guys. Alright, rabbit eater. Well, we're going to find homes for them, I'm sure. Eventually. The neighbors may want some rabbits back by now. I don't know. Ladies, how are we doing this morning? We're doing good? Bop, 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 bop. Well, I've already fed you. And we've collected eggs. And you got water. What's the deal, huh? Scud has finally started leaving chickens alone. At least for the most part, he has. Let's see, is that Helen? Yes. There she is, guys. She's got her wings over her back right now. So, she says, I'm scared of the dog. Do you blame her? So you can't see her back, but it's healing. I sprayed it with some stuff, and I think that made it a little bit, I don't know, kind of raw, but she's doing okay. I think she's going to make it. I already picked up the eggs. We're good. Okay, guys. Well, my hair's almost dry. I did a whole vlog and my hair's finally starting to get dry. Like, share, and subscribe to keep up with the insanity, guys. Hope you enjoyed the animals today. And one look at my beautiful mowed lawn rather than the weeds that we've had all these years. Thank you, Jennifer. I just love it. Bye-bye, guys. I almost forgot to show you all the cats we've caught. Jennifer's coming, I think, today to get them. Pull up a curtain. There we are. And there's some in the little box. I got a little box in there they're hiding in. But I think this is Mama, and she had all of her babies were solid black. I just love them. She was wilder than a March hare. Watch this. Look. Really thin, too. I think she's enjoying being fed. We might keep you if we can get you spayed. Yeah. Look how tiny she is. She's over a year old. Look at that. One day. Oh, you're a good girl. Hi, Bear. Him's a good boy. I think our newest one looks like this. Hey, sweetheart. But that's Bear right there. I can tell because he's plushy. Oh, yeah. And I don't know. We got to get him fixed, guys. We got to get him fixed. And we got to catch the other ones. You are precious. Somebody wants a black kitty. Yes, you do. Ah, peaceful. Your Zen moment. I could just watch them all day long. Oh, delicious. Yeah. Good girls.